Well, hello there. We meet again. So, for the last year or two, let's be honest, I've been having sort of an existential crisis about this YouTube channel. It's been ongoing. What am I doing with this? I started off talking mainly about personality theory, and I think, that grew the channel quite well. And I've noticed if I put INFJ, which is one of the 16 personality types, in the video title, it'll just get way more views. And it's funny, this conundrum, this battle with the online content. It's like, do you talk about what you want to talk about, be authentic, or do you give the people what they want? And I feel like this is the ultimate question. And it might be actually the difference between art and business or commerce. It's like business and commerce, the whole point is to sell people stuff, give people what they want, right? You're trying to maximize your profits, which kind of means maximizing eyeballs. And it's sort of like, hey, there's a dog over there. Let's give that dog the meat. The dog doesn't want a salad. So I feel like that's commerce. And I feel like there's this pull when you have a YouTube or, any kind of social media, really. There's this pull to give people what they want. But then I think the problem with that is it becomes more and more inauthentic as you go when you do that. But it's like, if you do what you want, then maybe less people are interested. So this is the battle. So the other thing about social media that sort of bothers me is that it kind of encourages you to say things even when you don't have anything to say. And I think with the whole personality theory and INFJ personality stuff, it's I kind of just ran out of stuff to say one day, and I didn't really have anything else to say. So then it was like, well, should I just keep making videos about that, or should I just make videos about other things? And I did try to make some other videos, but they don't do as well. And then I'm like, I kind of just fell into this overthinking loop about what to do, what kind of videos to make. So I thought I would just do this update video for the few people that are still hanging around. I think it bothers me a little bit that social media is built around this idea of a content train. It's like, you listen to people like Gary Vee, and it's like, you got to be posting 3, 4, 5 times a day. It's just this constant churn. It's like, even when you don't have anything to say, just keep talking, keep posting. I wish it wasn't like that, to be honest. I kind of wish it was more like, when you have something to say, you can say it, and then maybe you're rewarded for that. But I almost feel like the way these platforms work is you're rewarded just for talking. One thing that I've always wanted to do is make short films. A difficult thing to do. I've done video production and photography kind of my whole life, actually. Started shooting film. I think when I was 12 years old, I got my first SLR camera, which was a Canon film camera. And I've just been shooting photos and videos my whole life. And lately I've been thinking, okay, I think it's actually time to make some real short films. I've done documentaries in the past, and they've even had some documentaries in film festivals and things like that. But yeah, I think the thing that makes me nervous about making short films is even Hollywood can't figure out how to make good movies, right? So there's the inner critic inside me says, you can't do that. You'll never figure it out. Your movies are going to suck. The last couple of years have just been I've had a lot of growth. And so I have a lot of new ideas, I think, a lot of ideas about creativity and expressing yourself and being authentic and how to really get stuff done. Let's say there's something that you've always wanted to do. And I think we all have that. There's these things inside of us. There's these things that we really want to do, but for some reason it's hard. We can't start or something. There's a few things like that for me, and I thought it might be fun to do that. Just start something new, and kind of walk through that process and just see, can I make something new happen? Can I help people like you who want to do things, who want to express themselves? Maybe there's some kind of art. Maybe you want to start a business. I don't know what it is, but maybe there's some way that you want to express yourself that you're not doing. And, why aren't you doing that? I'd like to talk a little bit about that. So yeah, just a general little update here that I plan to try to figure it out. And I'm going to make some more videos. And yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm actually getting married in 10 days to Lexi. So we've been together for quite some time, 5 years. I've actually got another topic I want to talk about. So I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to turn the camera back on, and I'm going to record another topic, which is something that somebody asked me about yesterday. And it's a topic that's been coming up for me, and it's about anger. And I've tried to unravel my own relationship with anger and how to properly express that and why it's there and how to release it and all these kinds of things. So, I have some ideas about that, and I'm going to talk about that next. Thank you very much. Check out my next video if you want to hear about anger. Have a great day.